Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. I'm in Charlie, and it's time for another flight. Let's go!
Oh my God! Russ can fly!
All right, so I'm just getting myself situated here, and we're going to be flying out to Provincetown, Massachusetts. Kilo Papa Victor Charlie. And it looks like by for flight it's 254 nautical miles and a little under 2 hours, so we'll see. But it's gonna be interesting because I haven't been to Provincetown, Massachusetts since I was in college, and I'll talk more about that when we get up and all that kind of stuff. But Provincetown is right on the tip of Cape Cod. So if you've ever been to Massachusetts, you know, you've got, Cape Cod, which is like kind of the arm that kind of comes out from Massachusetts, and it looks like it's actually flexing. Well, right at the tip is Provincetown. So I'm curious to see what that's going to look like coming in. I'm actually excited. The last time I went to Provincetown, I drove from Pittsburgh to Provincetown. I think it took me like 12 hours or something like that. Yeah, remember, I was in college. I was young. So anyway, let me get myself finished getting set up here. I've already pre-flighted. Everything looks good. So I'm going to pull the plane out and get the engine started, and we're going to get on out of here. All right, so I'm in the plane. Gonna go ahead and get ready to get this engine started. And we've got plenty of fuel, plenty of oil, and plenty of time. And that's the most important thing. And it's going to be interesting because, like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a trip down memory lane, some nostalgia. Fuel pump is going to come on. I'm looking for my fuel pressure. It looks good. Let's pull this door a little bit towards me so it doesn't swing and slam shut. Clear prop! Alright, so a couple things I want to do here. Avionics. So let's get our avionics set. I always like to have a page that I can write on. Even though I know I'm not going to be using it, I always just like to have it handy just in case. And I always like to have these things written down just in case I need to refer to it. 119er. Alright, so we are ready to taxi. So before we do, the flaps are up, seatbelts are on, nav light is on, transponder standby, altimeter is in fact set. Alright, brakes are good, fantastic.
Post on tech traffic, Skyhawk 500 Golf Pop, taking off runway 5, so left coast traffic Dalston.
Alright, we're going to come up here, and if you can look up there, there is that Cessna that just called, and we'll be number 2 for departure. You can see he's turning now, and getting ready to get on out of here. Alright, so it looks like he's pretty good, so let's close this door. Closed and latched. Mixture is full rich. Trim is set.
Post on traffic, Skyhawk 0 Golf Pop, left crosswind, runway 5 Dalston.
And Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie, departing runway 5 out to the north, Doylestown. Alright, fuel pump is on, landing light is on. We are good to go. Nobody is on final. They're crosswind. Nobody's on the field. Alright, Charlie, let's make it happen. There's just something so magical about this. This is always so exciting. This never gets boring. Never, 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 ever, ever, ever. And I mean it. This never gets old. I mean, look at this. Such a beautiful sight. Alright, I see 5. I see 5. And 5. Alright, we're good. Heels to the floor. Full power. Right rudder. Alright, engine instruments in the green. Oil temp, oil pressure, fuel pressure all look good. Airspeed is coming alive. She's getting nice and light. And you're off. And takeoffs are like fingerprints. They're always unique. Alright, climbing out nicely. Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie, continuing out to the northeast, last call, Doylestown. 7,500, taxi land light can come off, fuel pump can come off, fuel pressure is all good. Alright, so altitude select 7,500, Alright, so we are climbing on out nicely. I know I usually hand fly when I'm flying out to a place. And the reason why I am using the autopilot is I wanted to use this indicated airspeed for my climb. And I'm just trying to still dial that in a little bit. And so I figured I would use it here just to kind of see how that's all going to play out. And so I have an indicated airspeed of 99 knots and just letting the plane climb. So I'm just trying to see what I'm going to see here. So how's everybody doing? I've been really enjoying my time in Charlie. It's been incredible and it's really climbing out nicely. So that throttle is where it needs to be as I'm climbing. Mixture, I'm going to keep it where it is for now. Flaps are up. Fuel pump is off. Instruments all look good and in the green. Landing light is indeed off. And flight plan is open. Now, I didn't file this flight plan. In the future, I will have to, because when I'm in IFR, I will have to be filing flight plans. So what I'm curious is going to happen is when it gets to my assigned altitude, will it then be indicated airspeed off? So that's going to be interesting. And plus, I'm watching this. I see GPS, autopilot, yaw dampener, indicated airspeed 99, all green. And then ALTS, ALTS or altitude select is white. So I guess that's just basically saying you're not there yet, so it's not active. 1,000 to go, and it's gotten a lot smoother up here. And so that's the thing about having a little bit more altitude. It helps tremendously. Yeah, and so our first waypoint is West Milford for November 1. So I'm using that as a waypoint coming out of Doylestown, because that helps me to kind of stay clear of all of that Newark, LaGuardia, just all that massive, chaotic class Bravo. I'm just going around it. And it's not bad because it's not really adding too much to my flight time. All right, 200 feet to go. That was the little warning there. All right, so we are about to hit our altitude. Charlie is beginning to level off. I'm gonna let this airspeed build up. And since I'm in no hurry, I'm not like really pushing Charlie hard. I know you can usually be at 2450. I usually cruise around 2400. Sometimes if I'm loafing, I'll do 2350. Right now I'm doing 2400. So right now we're cruised out. I'm at 2400 RPMs. I am showing true airspeed of 119 knots, indicated about 105, ground speed about 123 knots, and according to the engine monitor, burning about 12.8 per hour. And it looks like I can lean this out just a touch bit more. And I'm just going to settle in and see where that is. That puts me at about 12 gallons per hour. And let's see, we are 125 knots over the ground, which is about 143 miles per hour, and about 30.9 nautical miles. You're gonna see Charlie make a gentle right turn to the east. So right now I'm going like northeast. This will be more east. And again, I'm going more north because I'm just going around a lot of that Bravo space. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing great. I am settling in. Charlie and I are getting to know each other. It's it's been a trip. There's definitely been some pressure and surprises and all of that kind of stuff, but I am loving it. And I gotta tell you, I still can't believe that I own an airplane.
And I want people to see this as a thing that is a motivator for your reach for the thing, because this this is scary. To be responsible for this type of equipment. One of the brothers that is in my Bible study some weeks ago, he said something and it really resonated with me. Just before he left the Bible study room to go down to the sanctuary for service, he said to me, you know, Russ, that's a pretty big responsibility. And I received that, you know. But anyway, back to Brother Kenny. He said something that was very fascinating. He said, you know, this is a big responsibility. And, you know, I received that. And he's absolutely right. And the responsibility is not to make sure, you know, the care and maintenance, you know, I definitely want to stay on top of that. But yeah, I want to be mindful of that. But the other responsibility is to make sure that I make clear what this represents. This isn't a flex. This isn't a look at me. This isn't a Russ has got an airplane, you know, I'm living that life. No, this is about the greatness of the good Lord and what he does in our lives when we have a desire. Now there's a corollary to that. There's some obedience, and I'm not always obedient, so don't get it twisted that I'm some perfect specimen of a Christian. I am not at all. But even with not being perfect, he is so graceful, full of grace, which is amazing, and full of mercy. It's incredible. All right, so in another 17 nautical miles, we're gonna be, this seems, looks like it's about 8 minutes. We should be making that turn. If you look out here, man, look at how beautiful that is out there. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so we're gonna be making a gentle turn to the right to go further east. All right, so just enjoying the flight. And I will say that this autopilot is just absolutely amazing. This is what makes it a plane that, you know, I can actually go places, you know, and at some point I would like to fly this literally across the country. All right, I don't know if you can see out here, but there's something white moving across from left to right. That is a big commercial airplane. United Airlines Flight 998. So this has been the smoothest flight I've had in Charlie so far. And I don't know, maybe it's being a little bit higher, you know, a little less disturbance in terms of, you know, the air and all that kind of stuff. But definitely very smooth. As you can see, very little bounce. This would have been a better flight for my daughter and my wife to take. Unfortunately, I think that last flight we did, it was a little bumpy. They got beat up a little bit, and it's unfortunate. But you know, this doesn't speak to everyone, and you know, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work for my daughter and my wife, then that's gonna be fine. You know, I'm not going to force them to do anything they're not comfortable doing. That just wouldn't be right. And I just appreciate they've just taken the chance to fly with me in the first place. All right, so right turn in 4, 3, 2, and here's the turn coming now.
And it's amazing how well this autopilot makes these coordinated turns. I mean, just amazing.
And as you can see, we're turning a little further east, and that turn is complete. Now we are heading more easterly. We're going to be flying pretty soon over Lake Meahah, M-E-A-H-A-G-H. All my Native American brother and sisters, I apologize for, you know, butchering these names, but I am trying to, you know, pay homage to what I'm seeing and their names, because their names have meaning. And thank you for leaving your fingerprint, because you guys are here first. But Lake Meahah. So that's what we're seeing out in front of us here. All right, so everything is good. Oil temp, oil pressure, fuel pressure, they're all good. I am currently on the left tip, Gonna be there for 30 minutes. From there, we will switch to the right tip. We will be there for 30 minutes. And then after that, we will be getting close to our destination. So I drove, I believe it was by June, the summer of my junior year, I drove from Pittsburgh, PA, where I was, of course, living at home, where I'm from. Go Steelers! And I drove from there to Provincetown, Massachusetts. Now, like I said before, Provincetown is at the very tip of Cape Cod. And of course, you know, back then, all my travels involved, you know, romantic situations. And that trip to Provincetown was no exception. So yeah, so I drove there, and I had a phenomenal time. Beautiful area, and you'll see. I'm curious to see what it looks like now. I probably won't recognize anything because, man, it's been what, 30 something years. But I just, you know, I want to start making these longer treks and seeing things. And so I saw Provincetown, and I thought, you know, why the heck not? So I'll fly there, have dinner, a late lunch, early dinner, and just look around and show you guys some of the sights and sounds and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I am about 180 nautical miles west of the destination. So what I'm going to do is save some camera and battery and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the cameras, and I will definitely be back with you all once I'm about maybe 50 nautical miles out. All right, so I'll see you guys in a few. So I'm back. I know I said I wasn't going to turn the cameras on until I was 50 nautical miles out. We're about 68, but I had to turn them on so you could see downtown Providence, Rhode Island. So yeah, so we are about 68 nautical miles southwest of Provincetown, and Providence, Rhode Island Airport, Class Charlie Airport, off to my right here. And you can see downtown Providence, Rhode Island. So we are making our way, and I'm doing some fuel management here, and it's been a amazing flight. Yeah, we're currently flying over Rhode Island, just like that. And I'm about an hour and 31 minutes into the flight, and yet from Doylestown to Rhode Island in an hour and a half. So flying over the metropolitan area here. And see, once we fly over that, you can see it just kind of clears out. And then you start seeing blankness. Now, it's interesting. I can kind of see Cape Cod is kind of curving around that way. And I think I can actually see Provincetown from here. That's crazy. I'm 50. Dang. This is how clear it is. I don't know if the cameras will pick up, but if you see into land, water, and then land on the other side, that's Provincetown. And we are 55 nautical miles outside of the airport. All right, so again, if you can look out here, I can literally see Provincetown. And if you look, you can kind of see the curvature of Cape Cod. That is just crazy. All right, so we are 42 nautical miles out, and like I said, I can see. I mean, I never thought that, so that must be downtown Boston over there, that it would be so clear Cape Cod, like this whole curvature here. That is just so crazy. And so I guess you can kind of curve around if you don't want to fly straight over. All right, so yeah, I've never seen so clearly, like so far away, like 50 nautical miles out. I had the airport in sight. I mean, that's just, I've never seen that before. That's great. And it is going to be easy. The winds are favoring 07. And so I'm just basically going to set up for a straight in. All right, so as you can see, I'm kind of going straight over there. I'm going to set myself up for 3,500. I see Boston off to I see Boston. Boston. Flying an hour and 45 minutes and I see Boston. So yeah, so I don't know if you can see it, this like whole curvature of Cape Cod. And I actually drove this. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just going straight out there. And if you can see the curvature there of Cape Cod, but I'm just basically going cheek right across. Alright, so I'm looking across here, I'm looking for the actual runway. Alright, so let's get set up here. I want to turn on my landing lights, and I'm going to turn on my strobes too, and my wing lights, just so folks can see me. Alright, so fuel pump is going to come on, and we are going to go stay on the main tank, and I'm going to keep my, oh, that's a banner tower. Provincetown traffic, Cherokee 1541 Charlie, 15 southwest of the field, inbound for a straight in for runway 7. It's going to be a full stop, Provincetown. Alright, so I just flew over a banner tower. I kept seeing, oh no, that's somebody else over there. Alright, so I'm looking for the field. And I know it's gonna be right here. Alright, so I got my fuel pump on. I got it at the left main where I want it to be. The pre-landing. Landing light is on. Autopilot, I still have it on for now. Seatbelts are secure. Mixture's gonna be high. Carb fuel pump is already on. Fullest main tank. 10 Provincetown traffic. Cherokee 1541 Charlie, about 10 southwest. Gonna do a straight in, runway 7, Provincetown. Alright, so I'm still looking for the traffic. I am descending down to 2000. I see the departing traffic. That Phenom it just called. Alright, so I'm looking for the actual field here. Just looking for the field, but it's gonna be out that way, of course. Okay, so I got all my lights, nav lights, landing lights, wingtip lights, fuel pump is on. I'm on, fuel is on the left tank. Pre-landing, landing light is on. Autopilot is still on for now. That's the last thing to go. Seatbelts are secure. Mixture, let's do this full rich. Mixture is full rich. Carb heat as required, fuel pump is on. And we're on the fullest tank. Alright, so we are ready for landing. And I am just going to let Charlie bring me on down. I believe I have the field in sight there. And last thing to go is the autopilot. And I see the field in sight. Alright, autopilot off. And I'm going to cheat over here a little bit so I can line myself up for final. And I don't see anybody else over here. Mixture's full rich, fuel pump is on. So just trying to make sure I got everything I need. Kind of a trip to fly over boats, just saying. And Provincetown traffic, Piper Cherokee 1541 Charlie, 5 mile final, runway 7, full stop, Provincetown. Alright, so the runway is right there. I'm still coming down. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I'm right at the tip of Cape Cod, basically. Coming on in. Alright, let's slow her down, because I'm still cooking. Just slow down so I can get into flap range here. So I just raise that nose, hit that airspeed down. Runway is right off our nose. First notch of flaps, get that nose coming back down.
Alright, since this landing is going to be so beautiful, let's just do a nice long landing. Here we go. Oh, I'm so excited!
Look at that little lighthouse. Right, focus, dude. Stop sightseeing. You're landing. Last notch of flaps. Oh. And Provincetown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie, clear runway 7, Provincetown. All right. Welcome to Provincetown, baby. Like what? All right. Welcome to Provincetown, Massachusetts. Find somewhere to park.
Traffic, Cape Cod, Cessna, going missed.
Lots of Cirrus aircraft. All right, I see a spot right there.
All right, as I spin around, I really can't believe that I'm here. I'm like out of body experience.
All right, so I'm here at Provincetown, and yeah, crazy. So I'm going to turn everything off, and I'm going to take you with me. But yeah, I want to get myself situated here and get on with the get on. So let's get this pushed back and tied down, and let's go see Provincetown, baby. All right. All right, so I'm here at Provincetown. As you can see, I got Charlie tied down over there. The first thing I got to do is I got to go to the bathroom bad, and I started to pee over there, but they got cameras. So let's get on into this FBO so I can handle this business, and then we'll find our way to how to get downtown and get some eats. All right, but pre-break first. And after a much needed visit to the FBO, this is my Uber ride out to, I guess downtown Provincetown. And as you can see, just beautiful. And I don't remember any of this when, I came back in college, but man, the area is just so beautiful. All right, so as you can see, I'm here. So that, I guess this is considered like downtown Provincetown or something like that. So it's been so long since I've been here, and I'm trying not to get killed. But yeah, it's interesting. I kind of remember this area here, not positive. But yeah, because I think I remember walking down this here the last time I was here. So I think what I want to do is I want to find somewhere, get something to eat, and I want to go back over here. And I don't want to film in too many of the main areas. As you can see, there's just lots of people. But I definitely want to try to find somewhere to get something to eat and just do that. So as you can see, this general aviation thing is just phenomenal. And yeah, the stuff that you get to do. So I'm gonna find something to eat and do some other sightseeing, and yeah, and call it a wonderful flight. So I found this amazing place. I think this was lobster bisque, and then I had this amazing crab cake something sandwich. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And I'll show you the outside of the restaurant, but oh my gosh, delicious. Okay, so this is the place that I had some food. I can't catch the name of it. Outside, I don't know what it is. Chime? C-H-I-M-A, I guess. I don't know, but it wasn't bad at all. All right, so what I'm gonna do is gonna go down here, just explore some more, and we're gonna call this a good trip. So if you get a chance to come down to Provincetown, I say definitely do it. Definitely an awesome little place. It reminds me of every place in New England seems to have this feel to it. Where you could just walk around, lots of nice shops, definitely relaxed atmosphere, all that good stuff. So I definitely suggest, just doing the whole Cape. All right, so I'm gonna go down here and see what else we can see, but belly is full, feeling a lot better, and yeah, this place is awesome. It has a Martha's Vineyard type of vibe, but nothing can touch the yard, I'm just saying. But anyway, so let's keep walking around and see what else we can see. Now this little situation was wild. These two guys were sitting here, and basically what you would do is give them $1, $2, $3, whatever.
give them subject matter and they would literally write a poem for you. And this guy did it. And, you know, because I wanted to see, you know, what he would come up with. It was pretty tripped out. But, yeah, just one of the many very different things to do in Provincetown. Now, one of the things I'm noticing, too, as I walk through, there seems to be a lot of these, like, little marine places. And I'm not exactly sure if it's, like, different outlets in there. I mean, I can see, like, there's, like, a taco place in there or whatever. But yeah, I mean, just the whole street seems to just be like shopping and stores and things like that. Now, when I look up some of the hills, I think I can see houses and stuff. But this whole street seems to just be all shops and stuff. Yeah, I definitely remember this from back in the day. So down here, I think it's like whale watching boats and stuff like that. I don't want to go down here too far, but I definitely remember like a beach or something like that. Yeah, this is like, you know, definitely some memories coming back. Now, it's funny, that tower, I don't remember that necessarily, but yeah. Okay, so as I've gotten down this way, this seems more residential down here. I've seen a couple of like bed and breakfasts, small little boutique hotels, and it definitely seems like the more I go that way, definitely more kind of houses and that kind of stuff. So we're going to go back out to the boats, and I think we will try to wrap this up, you know, our adventures in Provincetown. This has been an amazing trip, and I'm so glad I came back to revisit a place I came during my college years. So with that, Russ Kid, Russ can fly. I'm out. Peace.